Keenan Shanholtz here, West Virginia Land and Home Realty, on the property, the 309 acres along Arnold Stickley Road in Green Spring, West Virginia. This is 309 unrestricted acres, and you see it fronts here on this beautiful paved road, which is Arnold Stickley Road. And Arnold Stickley Road dead ends about a half a mile from here. And there's a few houses back in there, but you might have a total of probably less than 10 people that live beyond this here. So there's very little traffic on this road. And right here is where you go into the property at. Here's the gate, which you see. And I just want to take you from start to finish here. But there's the gate, and something that's huge that can't be overstated. There's electric, phone, and internet. Runs all the way along parallel with Arnold Stickley Road. So you got electricity here, phone and internet that you can pull off of. I mean, when you're talking about these big properties like this, a lot of times they might be buried back somewhere in the middle of nowhere where you don't have any utilities and the access is poor. That's not the case here. And from where I'm standing right here, a half a mile that direction is Blue Ford North Public River access on the South Branch of the Potomac. And a half a mile this way is Indian Rock public access point on the South Branch of Potomac River. So you take your pick. You can ride your ATV, your side-by-side like we're doing right now, right to the river access. And then the South Branch of Potomac makes a big loop down around like this. So you're, like I said, half mile either direction to either public access point. But if you put in at Blue Ford North, it's about 5 miles around to Indian Rock. So you got a nice, 5-6 hour float trip, but you're only, going a half a mile by vehicle, so it's easy put in and take out. But, and then also with this property, you're not going to see this where I'm standing down here, but it borders on top of White Horse Mountain. It borders White Horse Mountain Wildlife Management Area, which is 1,700 acres of public hunting that the state of West Virginia owns. But it's on the far, far, far end at the furthest point away from the public access. So somebody really, really has to want to get out on that end of White Horse to hunt. So you can just add another, 200 acres out on that end of the mountain that you're probably not going to see anybody on. So I'll shoot another video. I'll take it as we go here. Keenan Shanholtz here again on the 309 acres on White Horse. I'm maybe a quarter mile or so up in here, and the road, excellent road. I mean, there's even gravel on it because they logged this about 10 years ago or so, I'd say, and the forest is regenerating tremendously here. The guy who managed to cut here was really old school, and they left a lot of the tops over the stumps so that the deer couldn't browse off the regeneration, the new growth, and it's been very beneficial. Wonderful job here. This is what it's supposed to look like for forest regeneration, but there's still several big trees here. I mean, by no means was it stripped. And so like right here, this could be obviously a building site right here. And I'm going to pan around here. You see Sean sitting in the side-by-side. But like from here, I mean, you could tell if you get right out here on this point just a hair, you're going to have a nice view looking that direction. And of course, the electric's going to be right down over the hill from here. So, I mean, we're not very far up in here, and you got a secluded building site that I know you're going to have nice views from. And I might get the drone up in the air here to kind of maybe illustrate that. But yeah, I mean, I could see it through here now, what kind of view you're going to have. Not anything incredibly spectacular, but something to look at for sure without being way up in here and spending a fortune on getting the electricity to it. Keenan Shanholtz here again on the 309 acres on White Horse. This will be video number 3. Kind of up here on the first kind of top right now. And I'll point here at the map. So we are right here. We come in down here like this, the road winds out, and we're right here right now. You see the elevation here is 1,200 feet, and it really is oriented like this. So you see all the level ground out across this ridge top as we go here, and it's really nice up here. I mean, you can look, I mean, you're here on top of the ridge, you can see both ways up here. It's probably not feasible to build something up here unless you wanted to get, you know, kind of off-grid or something. It'd probably be expensive to get the electric up here, but you do have a tremendous view. And we'll work our way out through here and then back over, and then this is Whitehorse here. This is the state ground like this. So like when we get up here at the top, we're not really that close to the public ground yet. But once again, I mean, it might be a little work to get a pickup up here. I mean, you could do it. The road just needs cleaned out with the dozer a little bit, but right out through there, I mean, the view's tremendous. That's kind of looking east. This would be north, west, and south like this. That's kind of how you're oriented. You see we got the side by side up here just fine. You know, you're seeing more undergrowth up here, but if you look, this is a young oak tree right here that's regenerated, and then you still see the other bigger trees that are mixed in. But and you even got a little bit of evergreen up here. But you know, the way they cut this, they did it right, because you got, like right here, you got all kinds of young oak growth right here and everything. Really good job on the timbering here. Keenan Shanholtz here again, West Virginia Land and Home Realty, on this will be video number 4 for the 309 acres on Whitehorse Mountain. And when I say we're at the top, I mean we are at the top. We're at basically the highest point on the property here for the most part, which is about 1,650 feet. And if the leaves were off the trees here, you could see the view is just tremendous. And we're right here on the border with the state line. If you could see the posted signs, that's posting the property that's for sale. And this would be the state ground right here. And I'll show you where we're at on the map here. Sean, step over here and hold that up. So we are about right here. And then this is the state land. This is part of Whitehorse here. You see it's a real long, skinny part. So once again, this is at the far end. I don't think you'll get any public traffic out this far. But you can see that this follows the ridge top out. And well, that's actually a draw in there. And where we're at, there's a ridge that filters all the way out through. We're kind of looking at it this way. A ridge on this property that filters out through there a long ways. It lays pretty nice. And you could tell a difference in the timber here too. Like you'll notice it's pretty easy to tell, particularly if the leaves were off. But you see, you know, this property over here, what's for sale, and then you start seeing these bigger trees in here. And there's actually a ladder stand on this property right there. So, you know, they're hunting right along the edge here where the woods are a little bit more open. But, I mean, we've been touring this property now for about an hour, hour and a half, and it's ruggedly beautiful. I mean, the views here are incredible. The timber's gotten to the point now where it's presentable to where, I mean, you know, 10 years ago, this place looked like a mess right after they cut it. But it's had tremendous regeneration, and it's thick, but not too thick. I mean, it's thick in a good way with regeneration. Yeah, there goes a deer right down through there right now. This place is polluted with bear, deer, turkey. I mean, whatever, anything you want to hunt here, you're going to be able to shoot it. And it's just, if you're looking for a recreational property where you can ride ATVs, hunt, shoot, but yeah, it's easily accessible, easily buildable. You know, you're literally within a half mile of any direction of public river access. I mean, this is really the ultimate recreational retreat. And that's probably the best way to put it. This is West Virginia personified. Come check it out.